Welcome to Fantasy Football Court. We are four regular guys talking all things fantasy football. Unlike some other shows, we only talk about fantasy football. We make our arguments, we present our cases, and you are the judge. We are all in the same fantasy football league. The people are real, the league is real, and the trash talking is real. Court is now in session. Welcome to Fantasy Football Court. My name is Charles.
My name is Andrew.
My name is Nick.
And I'm Jeremy.
What this video is a presentation to show you what our show is about. We want to give you three things. Number one, we want to get you quality information about fantasy football. The more information you have, the better decision you can make. That goes for all of life. But in fantasy football, the more information you get, the better decision you can make. Secondly, we want to get you that information quickly. Unlike some other shows, we only talk about fantasy football. How many times have you tuned into a show and they're talking about the movie they went to that night, or maybe what pizza they like, or you know what they're going to do next week? You know, I want to know about fantasy football. I've tuned into them, and it's like, come on, get to the fantasy football, get to the positions, and they drone on and on and on. I don't want to hear that they could only find one sock that morning, and they spent 15 minutes trying to find the other sock. That doesn't do it for me. I want fantasy football, and I want information. We try to keep our videos around 20, 25, maybe 30 minutes sometimes. Our pilot episode was a minute or an hour, 20 minutes. That's way too long. We want to try to cut down our videos to around 20 minutes on the average to get you the information. We cut out all the extra talk and we try to get you information. And thirdly, we want to give you a variety of opinions. That's why there's four of us up here. Even though my opinion is the most important, I'm the most knowledgeable. We want to give you other sides of the argument, and that's what we want to produce. So I'm going to let Andrew say who he is and give you a little bit of history about himself or what he likes and why you should listen to Andy.
All right, my name's Andrew, and I've been playing fantasy football for several years. I've been around it just about my whole life because my dad's been involved in it. I remember growing up watching drafts and being in there when he had his drafts and doing things. I've been interested in it. I love watching football, being a part of it. I'm the IT guy. I'm not a professional IT guy, but I love fantasy football. I like the stats, and I like getting involved in each of the players and teams.
It's a lot of fun. Nick?
My name is Nick Russell. I'm accounting right now. I'm an accounting person, so I like to dig into the analytics and stuff, and I always like to find out what person goes here, who's hurt. I mean, just stuff, the information around the league, rumor mills, stuff like that. I like to follow that and get you information that's going to be valuable for you in your league.
Jeremy?
I'm in the sports industry. What I do for a living is I deal with majority football players. I do with some other athletes. But I deal with the players, their agents, things like that. So I get inside information. I also we work with a lot of trainers. I do some training too. I get to see these guys in person and how they are physically from time to time. And so I get a little bit of information most people don't get to see. Sometimes it does cause me to misconstrue some things, but a lot of times I'm able to see stuff that most average people get, and there's nobody telling me what I can say and what I can't say, so I can give you a completely honest opinions on what I see.
Again, my name is Charles. I've been playing since 1985. Before you were, what year were you born? 85?
85.
85. The year he was born, I was playing fantasy football. I enjoy it. We all enjoy it. When we're ever together, we're talking about fantasy football. I do value their opinion, even though I'm better than them. I do take their advice and counsel and listen to it. But that's what you're going to see on this show is we put teams on the stand. We examine them, cross-examine them. We break down every position, the key players at every position for every team. And then in the future videos, we're going to break down the positions, you know, 1, 2, 3, on down the line. And that's where you're really going to start seeing some arguments and disagreements. And we hope you enjoy what we are giving you. I believe you're going to get information here that you will not get anywhere else. You say, do you got inside information like Jeremy has? Well, I don't, but he does. Nick brings things to the table. Andy brings things to the table. I bring things to the table. And what we want to do is help you be successful in your fantasy football league. If you play fantasy football, you want information. You're either seeking it off of ESPN, Yahoo, CBS Sports. I mean, there's a bunch of websites out there, but we hope to consolidate it for you to make it entertaining, make it enjoyable, and make it informative. And that's what we hope this show does for you.
What you're going to find here at Fantasy Football Court, we're going to put teams on the stand. We're going to put players on the stand. We're going to put our own drafts on the stand.
Yes.
We're going to put your draft on the stand. and we want to hear from you and options, the things that you would like to see in different episodes. And we're going to break down all 32 teams. We're going to break down positions, players, and throughout the year, we're going to break down waiver wires, who's being picked up, who's not being picked up. And I think the key thing here is you're going to get fantasy football information, and only fantasy football information.
Yeah, and hopefully it's enjoyable, it's fun, but more than anything, it's you're getting the information.
Absolutely.
You're getting knowledge that will help you make a decision. And we may all disagree. Jeremy may think one thing, I may think another, he may think another, but you get to decide who it is that you believe, who can present the best case for their argument. And that's what we hope you get out of this. You guys got anything else?
Fantasy Football Court, where information is valued above entertainment.
Yeah,
There you go.
Exactly.
It
And
is-
let me just say this: a lot of shows have eye candy. They've got the props. They've got the replayability. We don't have the technical ability a lot of those have, but we have ear candy. We give you information that you can hear that will help you on draft day and throughout the season. Hit us up on social media.
Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all at FF Court.
Please, we'd like to hear from you, Jeremy.
If you have any questions, anything you need, hit us up. Like I said, Fantasy Football Court, where information is valued above entertainment.
Court is adjourned.